about how it benefits Trump to draw this process out, which keeps all the hopefuls enthusiastically stumping for him out on the trail. But at what point does Trump need to pick someone and unify the ticket?
Well, I think it's an interesting word, unify the ticket. I don't think he will pick someone who will be able to unify the ticket. I heard Tim Scott also use that expression on Meet the Press today. And I think Donald Trump is looking just for someone who will obey. That's it. And frankly, he has until the convention to do so.
Yeah,
there's no need.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, and traditionally, that has happened at conventions as well. But David, Governor Kristi Noem, she has certainly signaled she very much wants this job. But all the talk around her has been about her admission that she shot her one-year-old dog after she says he was aggressive. And here's what she said about it today. Take a listen.
This book is filled with vulnerable, painful moments in my life, filled with times where I've made very difficult decisions. The reason that this story is in the book, because people need to understand who I am and some of those difficult decisions. This was a dangerous animal that was killing livestock and attacking people. And I had little children at the time. Our operation had many kids running around and people in interaction with the public. And I made a difficult choice.
Okay, does this show she can make difficult choices, or that at the first sign of trouble, she's going to reach for a shotgun?
Yeah, Alex, I think the painful moments in the book are first for her dog Cricket, and second for whoever's reading it, and lastly for Kristi Noem. Called the new Kristi Noem rule of politics: don't shoot your dog and write a book about it. What I hear in all of this, though, is desperation. She is a term-limited, second-term governor who has hitched her sail to Donald Trump. And just like Lindsey Graham and Tim Scott and Elise Stefanik and everybody else, she sees her road ending in politics unless she can get a second life from Donald Trump. So the only thing she might see in this moment is Donald Trump likes people that can punch back at the press, punch back at the critics, and show they can take a hit. But listen, I mean, puppies still pull pretty well. They certainly pull higher than Kristi Noem right now. I think she's done in the Veeps race.
I mean, puppies pull well. Yeah, they do. Okay, Dawn, there were other problems with this book. Her office says that she's now going back to correct some errors, and that would include a false claim that she met with Kim Jong-un. She came under fire for refusing to say abortion bans should have exceptions for rape and incest. Look, she is a governor, so this can't be attributed to rookie mistakes. What are they?
You know, I think that our Sunday family may be surprised to learn that I am not a learned scholar in the political history of Kristi Noem. Oh. So when I see what she's been dealing with over the last couple of weeks, I am reminded of an age-old African-American proverb: you know you done messed up, don't you? Because if you're explaining, you're losing. I look at her, and you have to remember, David made a very important point. There are certain governors who fall on a schedule in which they are not necessarily rolling into another job, or they're not necessarily electorally viable. She's from a state that is not extremely high profile. She doesn't necessarily have a big future or something that she can walk right into next to her. So it's kind of a woman without a political country, kind of scrambling to save face. And if she is term limited, she goes into another 4-year term of Trump. What is she to do after that? So this is someone who's unfortunately a young woman who has tied their train to an unrighteous administration who really doesn't have a future. There's no boards, there's no extraordinary university presidencies waiting to accept this woman, particularly not after she doesn't shot her dogs. White folks care about dogs and yoga, and it looks like she has violated at least 50% of that. And I don't know where she goes from here.
Okay. Okay. Let me just ask you very quickly to each of you, who's going to be Trump's Veep? If you have to guess right now, you can just call out a name. I'm not going to hold you to it. Come back in a couple of weeks and go, oh, look who you called. Just, Dawn, you first. Just throw out a name. Who do you think?
I don't know, but do it apprentice style and culminate at the convention.
Okay. Susan?
Elise Stefanik, although I don't really see it.
Okay. David?
Marco Rubio.
Okay. Wait, but isn't there that problem with two people in Florida? Both of them being residents of Florida?
He can get a Virginia driver's license. I think the real dark horse is actually Ron DeSantis, and I think Donald Trump could win if he picks Ron DeSantis.
Really? You think when they had that sort of kumbaya moment last weekend that it was about more than just...
Not kumbaya, more Reagan Bush 80. Ron DeSantis, lame duck, term limited, have him leave the governorship, be his Veep. all of a sudden that's a strong ticket to unite Republicans.
Interesting. Okay, let's stay in Florida and talk about the private donor event this weekend with you, Susan. It was attended by many of these Veep hopefuls. Trump has compared Biden's administration to the Gestapo at this event. He also called Jack Smith an evil thug and deranged. What is that